I thought I'd play the very first song I ever wrote and the most recent one I ever wrote. It was kind of a fun wordplay song. I loved wordplay and banter, and MASH was one of my favorite TV shows, and the sharp banter that they had there. But my dad drank cheap beer down in Cincinnati called Hudipole, and I was just thinking Hudipole, fish and pole, Hudipole, fish and pole, and so I wrote this song called Fishin' Hole. And when I moved to Bowling Green, nobody knew what Hudipole was, so I had to kind of remove that reference and just put a little more of a generic phrase in there to get rid of the Hudipole beer that nobody knew about. So. Gonna grab my hat, gonna grab my pole, head on down to the fishing hole, toss my line in, I hope I get a bite. I'll be there all day, I bet, 'cause I ain't ever caught a damn thing yet. I go home empty-handed every night. Maybe it's the wrong line, maybe it's the wrong weight, maybe it's the wrong lure, maybe it's the wrong bait. Maybe I should take up golf instead, or maybe all the doggone fish are dead. If fishing were my only job, I'd have to find me a bank to rob. I'd go out there and don't catch a thing at all. My wife would moan and start to twitch if I told her that I didn't get no fish. So I walk through the door and throw down the Mrs. Paul's fish sticks. Maybe it's the wrong line, maybe it's the wrong weight, maybe it's the wrong lure, maybe it's the wrong bait. Maybe I should take up golf instead, or maybe all the doggone fish are dead. Now I grab my hat and some beer that's cold, and I head on down to the fishing hole. I kick back a spell and my mind begins to fuzz. I dream of all those fish I caught. I wake to realize they'd all been bought, 'cause the only thing I'm catching is a buzz. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this tale. All I do now is drink my ale. The wife left me in search of a real man. But if fishing makes a man these days, I'll be a boy in my drunken haze, 'cause I found true love in a 12-ounce can. Maybe it's the wrong line, maybe it's the wrong weight, maybe it's the wrong lure, maybe it's the wrong bait. Maybe I should take up golf instead, or maybe all the doggone fish are dead. Maybe it's the wrong line, maybe it's the wrong weight, maybe it's the wrong lure, maybe it's the wrong bait. Maybe I should take up golf instead, or maybe all the doggone fish are dead. Thank you. A couple weeks ago, our local online newspaper interviewed me for a story they were going to do about how local musicians are dealing with the isolation and the COVID pandemic. And then he said, "Have you written any COVID songs?" And I was thinking, no, I haven't. I was just not feeling any musical energy. I was really down. I was really, I don't know, in a way just angry at something, and there was nothing to be, no one specific thing to be angry about. But after that article, I realized I had started a song about 8 years ago that was more about technology and this idea of seeing the world through a screen instead of in person. And so I pulled that chorus out, because that's all I had was a chorus at the time. And I pulled that out, put some verses to it, and finished this song. And I think it helped me when I went to actually visit my mom, who's 90, and that sense of isolation that she was feeling. Even though people would visit, they didn't come in the house. They, wouldn't have that physical contact just to keep her safe. So this is a song that's called A Real Voice, and it came as a result of all of that. So. I noticed how today is a lot like yesterday, and yesterday just like the day before. When you stack them one by one, it starts to weigh a ton, and it just ain't no fun anymore. Being trapped here all alone, staring at the TV, yelling at the phone. I wanna hear a real voice. Oh, I need it so much. What I wouldn't do right now for a little human touch. I wanna see a real face and look straight in the eyes, so I can know the soul that shines inside. I could paint the walls again, go out and come back in, but I would still be in a prison cell. I can drink to numb my brain, play another mindless game. I'll probably go insane, this feels like hell. Being trapped here all alone, yelling at the TV, staring at the phone. I wanna hear a real voice. Oh, I need it so much. What I wouldn't do right now for a little human touch. I wanna see a real face and look straight in the eyes, so I can know the soul that shines inside. So I can know the soul that shines inside. I wanna hear the laughter when we share a couple beers. I need to feel you next to me as we wrestle with our fears. We're made for something more. We're made for so much more. I wanna hear a real voice. Oh, I need it so much. What I wouldn't do right now for a little human touch. I wanna see a real face and look straight in the eyes, so I can know the soul that shines inside. So I can know the soul that shines inside.
The song is called Holding, and the gist of it is of a relationship that's gone bad, where one wants to be held and the other one no longer wants to hold the other one. The song's called Holding. 17 years of holding your hand, where did the time go? A chance meeting amongst friends, dinner and a late night show. Our past was so similar, it's like we grew up together. Now it's small talk at the dinner table. We're many miles apart. I don't want to hold your hand, I want you to hold me. It's not enough just to see you, I want you to be with me. You've listened to what I've said, but I know I've hardly been heard. You told me that you loved me before, but that's just words. Like ashes burnt to the ground, our home cannot be found. Not a physical place, but a place deep in your heart. We've arrived at an empty place. All that remains is silence. Silence from the emptiness. Emptiness you can feel. I don't want to hold your hand, I want you to hold me. It's not enough just to see you, I want you to be with me. You've listened to what I've said, but I know I've hardly been heard. You told me that you loved me before, but that's just words. With everything so bright and clear, it's impossible to see the terrible devastation that would soon be crushing me. In 17 years, how'd you get so numb? We shared so many secrets. Did things come undone? How'd we lose sight of us? I guess it's true what they say about the trees. When you're standing too close to the forest, I don't want to hold your hand, I want you to hold me. It's not enough just to see you, I want you to be with me. You've listened to what I've said, but I know I've hardly been heard. You told me that you loved me before, but that's just words. Thank you. During these last 8 weeks, wife and I were diagonally across the kitchen table for 24/7 every day, and it was an opportunity to we worked different jobs, and it was an opportunity to realize how well, after 30 plus years, 33 years, we still are good friends, best friends, and wrote a song many years ago called My Friend. I sung the song so many times in my head. There are so many thoughts I want to share. They seem so fragmented, but yet they're connected to you, my life, my everything, my friend. Our lives have grown through the years in such special ways. God has blessed us with 4 miracles we cherish each day. The sparkle in their eyes is a reflection of the love I have for you, my life, my everything, my friend, my friend. Our love has grown so comfortable through the years. Be it cozy buds in the morning or spoons at night. There's a special feeling I get inside when I'm holding on to you so tight. Yes, you my life, my everything, my friend, I love you. I give thanks to God every day for the special gifts He sends my way, especially for you, my life, my love, my everything, my friend, I love you, my friend. My friend. I just scored points. My friend just walked by.
My wife really liked it.
Thank you.
Last week I did a song about Rufus Knight, the 19th century farmer who owned all the property around here, built the road that I live on, Knight Road. And this next song is sort of a companion piece. And I learned something really interesting about Knight Road just in the last week or so. We were out taking a walk at one of the local parks. And you know how they often have like natural history display boards, and they'll tell you what the plants are around here, or they'll tell you about what the glacier did, you know, when it receded, or some kind of natural history feature. But this one particular park, just a mile or so from here, had a map of the Native American trails, and a professor over 100 years ago did a lot of research on the Native American trails of Washtenaw County. And he did this interesting thing that I'm sure you could do now with computers and digital scholarship a whole lot easier. But he figured out a way to take these Indian trails that he had mapped and recreated on a Michigan map and plop those trails down on top of a sort of, I guess you'd call it a political map of Michigan that had the counties and the townships, some of the major roads that existed 100 years ago, and the towns like Ann Arbor and so on. So when you look at Washtenaw County, you can find very easily my township, and you can find my road. You can find Knight Road because it has a characteristic squiggle in it. It's a mile long. It's fairly easy to find on the map. And the Indian Trail to St. Joseph, Michigan, on the Lake Michigan shore, went right past my house. So I'd live on an Indian trail. I had no idea. And the trail takes a little jog off of, Knight Road runs north and south. And at this point, the Indian Trail is essentially Liberty Road, which is an east-west road. And it takes a little jog south. It must have gone right past what is now my front door. So I feel very cool about this new fact I have about Rufus Knight and the place where he lived. And so now I think to myself, when I leave my driveway and leave my home, I got to look out for cars. I got to look out for bicyclists. I got to look out for runners and pedestrians. And if it's nighttime and it's very quiet and still, I need to look out for Rufus Knight. And for maybe some Native American who's like making one last trip to and from St. Joe on the St. Joe Trail. So this song, though, is about another aspect of my road, which is that it's a dirt road. It's 100 and some years old. It's always been dirt. And this is a celebration. It's an ode to a dirt road. I live on a dusty side road. Got shaded passes through the trees, dampened down by rain or nightfall, blue and green at my ease. There's a wandering, watchful feeling, vagabonding repose, and that's how it goes on a dusty side road. It's not the same on asphalt or macadam. Concrete, that's another state of mind. I'll take the hard pan and the gravel. I don't need a yellow line. The county crew will oil once a summer, grade the washboard once a blue moon, till it's ungodly smooth, my dusty side road. Here's a graceful spreading twilight, the stars pan through like gold. Now the night wind's cold on a dusty side road. The last farmer split and sold his acreage. Now there's more houses and a lot more cars. I don't mind a little traffic, but the night lights dim the stars. The new neighbors believe in progress, like to think that it's a must. Hey, learn to love the dust on a dusty side road. Wandering in white oxen weathers, I can't say how it comes up now, my dusty side road. Thank you, the dusty side road. Gotta write a trail. I gotta write a song about the St. Joe Trail, though. I'm gonna do that at some point. This is another song that is about a road, so to speak, and is autobiographical, or at least it's about me. It's about where I grew up on Michigan Ave, within a couple of miles of downtown Detroit. Pretty urban environment, right outside the bedroom window. If I looked south, I could see the largest industrial factory complex in the world, the Ford Motor Company. And I say if I looked out the window, I could see it. That's only true on those days when there was not enough smog to make it invisible. Most of my life, the factory was actually invisible, even though if you walk down a block and a half, that's where the houses stopped. And there was a whole big bunch of railroad tracks and a highway, and then the factory, the largest factory in the world. Baseball cards were a nickel a pack. Twinkies were my after-school snack. The jokes were funny, in Cracker Jack when I lived on Michigan Ave. I hung out at the library stacks at the overpass, put pennies on the tracks. Dad worked under the 8 smokestacks when I lived on Michigan Ave. And oh, the times I'd have, good times I'd have, times I'd have on Michigan Ave. Got hit by a car, it ran a red. First I thought about being dead, and then I thought about baseball cards instead, laying on Michigan Ave. I worked summer jobs at Tiger Stadium, bought my Beatles records, I played and played them. I got short haircuts, always hated them, all on Michigan Ave. And oh, the times I've had, good times and bad, the times I've had on Michigan Ave. I've hitched out west in 50 hours. I bummed in Europe, saw the Eiffel Tower. Outside the Louvre for the flowers, I thought about Michigan Ave. See, on Michigan Ave they said 2,000 would be cars that fly, and luxury and blue-collar people writing poetry, all on Michigan Ave. In hours of weariness, memories sweet, shake my hand, the guy you meet has just stepped in from off the street. The street is Michigan Ave. And oh, the times I'd have, good times I'd have, the times I'd have on Michigan Ave. Right on Michigan